Good morning. My name is Brozius. I'm an artist based in Germany. I recorded myself drawing last night, doing this exercise of using lettering as a warm up practice. And I talk about my drawing process. I hope to impart on you some insights on how you can approach drawing in order to generate new ideas and spontaneously improvise and get into a state of flow. And basically, this is an experiment. So let me know. Let me know if you have any ideas or things that bothered you or things ways I can improve this. I didn't edit this. I didn't cut this. I don't have much time to do that. But if you're willing to sit through it, perhaps listen to it as a podcast and just skip through the video. See, let me know what you think. I also talk about ideas that I'm philosophical stuff or observations in the world, trying to give you an idea about what things I'm thinking of, and taking my ideas about art and about culture, and using this format of drawing while talking to create something interesting for you and valuable, and but also look for a way that I can express my ideas and show my art that is useful and nice. And I do want to encourage you to draw yourself while you're watching this, or do something sensible. Like, don't veg out in front of my video. I don't want to be responsible for you wasting your time. Yeah. So after this, turn off your fucking phone. Okay. Ciao. If you're interested in my work, go to t.me/Brozius, Brozius. It's a Telegram channel where you can find out about my work. I just share stuff there. There's no comments, just emoji. Look, I can do it like this. And yeah, check that out. And then you can just become a member there and just see whatever I'm up to. Any new drawings I'm making. Okay? Do that.
Okay, so I'm exploring lettering as a warm-up practice. I'm just going to make one of these videos and see where I end up. Okay, so I'm in my studio. I'm sort of clueless today. And I was just on a call, and then I started drawing, and I came across this sentence from a song by Bright Eyes called Light Pollution. And I wrote it down because I have a habit of writing down cool quotes and just writing them myself on a big A4 sized paper. This is a bit shorter, I don't know. Grabbed this randomly. And now, I've had this idea before of using lettering as a warm-up practice, so I'm doing that right now. And I just want to sort of talk you through my thinking process as I draw. It's not just a thinking process. It's a dancing process. And in order to give myself time to think while you're not bored, while I'm not boring you, I'm going to do this while I'm drawing this, lettering this piece. Okay. Drawing is a physical act. It requires certain regions of your brain, certain frequencies firing, certain regions of your brain firing at certain frequencies. And you have to get into it, right? And scrolling YouTube is not a way to get into that state. I've spent a lot of time scrolling YouTube, playing YouTube today. It's been a long time since I did that, but recently I've been content addicted, and it's procrastination. And I'm telling you this without much reservation, about sharing it because I know it's ubiquitous. So many people waste their time scrolling. As I'm speaking, I notice that I'm going more into detail, which is okay because the main word is here, hell. It's going to capture the attention. So it's okay. But it's interesting. When I'm speaking, I tend to go more into detail as long as I'm not speaking about what I'm doing in the drawing. Okay, so I might share some personal stuff, but I'm gonna speak about drawing. That's probably why you're here. So as I let go of the thing I'm doing and I check out the main shape, I look at the entire shape of the word, and I'm mostly looking at thickness of the lines, like the parts of the letters. So I'm noticing that this part is too thin, like this blob that I'm expanding right now. And I'm adding to it. In case you're wondering, this is a Staedtler Lumicolor red permanent whatever. I like these. This is a number 318-2, size F. I like these tips. And I'm looking at the size, and I'm looking at matching things, like lines I can match. This line can continue into that line. This line can continue into that one. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm also seeing that some areas have too much detail, but I'm going to leave that because it might just be the right quirkiness I need. But for now, first, I'm just checking the volume of the parts. And it's sort of graffiti. Like, I don't do graffiti. I have a similar relationship to graffiti as I have to tattoos. I'm not particularly interested in it as an art form. There's rarely a tattoo or a piece of graffiti that stops me in my tracks and makes me want to study it, because it's usually the motives are either quite easy to comprehend or to grasp, which means, like, you can hear like pop music, which can of course be very well produced, but you can also hear technical metal, technical instrumental metal, which is a wholly different listening experience, or like a full orchestral music, written really well. It's a very different experience from a pop song. So to me, graffiti and tattoos are usually like pop music that I don't need to stop to have them work on me. And that's eine Berufskrankheit. It's an ailment from my profession as an artist. Like, I'm not impressed easily by visual input. That's something somebody makes. But I am impressed by complexity that is navigable, that's legible, that interests me. Okay. Graffiti can be, but graffiti needs to do more than just to tickle my visual nerve. Okay, any art has to do more than just tickle my visual nerve, which, you know, we drifted away from aesthetics at all, like strongly, in the past era of art, but we're returning to it. Okay, so we're returning to aesthetics. What am I trying to say here? Graffiti has its place, has its function, I think, in a broader context, because it's a great way to take words and make their letters very expressive. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not talking about murals now. I'm talking about graffiti in the sense of taking words and letters as the basic material for improvising shapes and abstraction. Now, the cool thing, I think what makes it good practice is that you still have to make it legible. I don't like graffiti that you can't read anymore. Of course, like, you can, it's a bit like metal music where you can't understand the lyrics. I get it that people like graffiti, but you'd have to be that people like graffiti without it being legible to them. I think that there are people who just like the aesthetic, just like I like the aesthetic of some metal music where I don't understand the lyrics. I mean, I get that. I just think for me, doing this, I'm really looking to create a legible experience, and a very good job of it now. But I would want these letters to also express my view, my viewpoint on hell, on what that is. I'm saying I'm not doing a very good job at it right now because I'm doing like this cliched lettering, cliched hell thing, whereas like the whole idea of this quote and why I love it so much is, there is no hell when you die, so don't look so worried. I'm not a dualist. There's part of me that believes in life after death. But like, my worldview is becoming more and more aligned with, there is no afterlife. There's nothing that's gonna save you after this is done. This is it. This is life. So don't look so worried. Meaning, when you're in life, when you're living a full life, where your moments and your relationships and your work and your presence in the world is, you're in flow with that. Like, there's no real reason. Like, there's no part of you thinking of an afterlife. Okay? It's just a useful fiction for keeping people in check. Like, I'm not the person saying that religion is all a power game. Okay? I believe religion really has a function for people. I can talk more about that, but I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. But the idea of hell and dualism, like religion that is not based anymore in actual transcendent experiences, but is rooted more and more in a tool for a power tool for controlling masses. I don't believe in that anymore. Like, what am I saying? I don't believe in that anymore. I don't believe in that worldview of dualism. Like, probably when I start digging or doing like a therapy session or whatever, I will run in a part of me that wants that. I can embody and play someone who wants it. So this comes down to the idea of the individual. See, I'm doing a little swastika thing here, I think. We're individuals. We're not individuals. as Bard and Söderqvist talk about, we're individuals, we're multitudes. So there is a part of me that is able to embody a belief in an afterlife. Like I can fully play that, create a character that believes that. Sure. But see, now I'm taking a risky jump. I'm making this thicker than actually should be in an L letter. And that's kind of, those kinds of decisions are made a lot in graffiti, where I lose overview of the letter's shape. And I'm actually being quite careful here. I don't know why. Like, that's the thing. Like, warm up to me for drawing is I'm warmed up when I find myself surprising myself. Right? That is the goal. The goal is you can stop warming yourself up and getting started when you notice yourself surprising yourself with good decisions. When you notice your hand surprising you with good decisions. And you can start widening your peripheral vision, or using your peripheral vision more and more while your hand is moving and you're not as fixated on detail. So you're not trying to control your hand to remain accurate. Like, it's accurate while you're being spontaneous. And that's the point where you're warmed up. That's the thing I love most about drawing, about any kind of performance. And the road towards that is often riddled with wrong turns and loneliness, but it's the flow state that, it's tempting to say you have to hunt that, but I mean, why the fuck not, really? It's I think creating moments of flow and setting up a work environment for you to experience that flow and to have the product of that flow right to other people, I think that is fulfillment. And that part of letting my flow, the products of my flow to other people, that part is very much missing for me. As an artist, I find that that's my biggest hurdle, and I think for many artists, that's the case. You're able to get into flow, but that flow doesn't extend to the outer world, your interaction with the outer world. And I've been thinking about, like, the thing that struck me most today at my YouTube binge was at the end I saw a video by Dries Ketels. He's an artist who he talks very animatedly about making money as an artist, like how to go about it. And his main thing that I picked up today was, like, the world doesn't work by the rule of, okay, whoever has the best schooling wins or gets successful or achieves fulfillment in their work. No, it's the person who brings value to others. You bring value to others, and that makes you wealthy. Like, you bring value to others and you exchange that value. And there's, of course, once that is happening, you're gonna have to, like, guard what you charge and, like, all the technical stuff. That's only then relevant, I would say, but I'm not experienced enough. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm doing this while talking, And this may be one way I can offer value to others. Like in this drawing, I can sell. You know, if you're interested in buying this or something similar, or commission something, then yeah, feel free to contact me. I'm saying commission something, like I'm busy, but I'm also looking for ways to earn money. If you're interested in what I do, I'm a puppeteer and artist. I draw. I used to paint, but not. It takes too much time at the moment, so I do puppetry projects, and I call what I do physical puppetry, meaning I want my puppets and I want my performances to be physical in space, meaning I want my puppets to really be manipulable physically. I'm just talking. I should show you something. Go to t.me/Brozius, where you get an impression of what I do. So you can just scroll through a Telegram channel there. Whether you have Telegram or not, you can open it in your browser. It's an open channel. You're free to join. There's no comments. You can only like respond with emoji right underneath any posts I do. But there's no discussions. Like you're free. You're welcome to contact me privately. But I don't want any noise on my channel. I'm posting this on YouTube right now, I think, just to, I don't know, have some kind of presence there. But I'm mostly focused on Telegram and building like a really private body of fans. Like I want to build my 1,000 fans, people who really like what I do, who want to support what I do, like maybe through Patreon or like buying stuff, or like if you're willing to really fund an artist and be like a real patron to them, be my guest, contact me. If you're one of the Bitcoin Medici, as Owen Cox calls them, then reach out to me, because I have big plans and I need someone with deep pockets who wants to make art that is significant in our day and age. Now I feel like I'm boring you. I'm like, oh my god, I should start another drawing. I should do something that's much more interesting. You know, the thing is, if I don't finish this now, I won't. Yeah, so I think it's a good practice to use this as a warm-up, and take it as an assignment that you finish it. All right, now I'm teaching you, okay? So now I'm teaching. I'm going into teaching mode. It's a practice in, you start writing, and you don't know exactly how big it's going to be, but you have a sense of it, you know. So you start, and you decide early enough whether the next word or next two words can fit there, and I'm like, oh, sort of halfway is, and I think of what are the next words, is, no. If there would be like, if the sentence would have been different, there is skiliwodarligump, a long word, I wouldn't have been able to do that afterwards. So use that no. So I would have to have had adjusted the width of those letters. Because this is like really improvisational, I'm also allowed to say there and then like do like long is, like, or long as. There is no skillywodargalark. or that there is Skillywood Arkadark. And the Skilly Woo, I would have to like also think of how to like make it like one long ribbon, or cut it up into parts, and then you can, it's already playing with objects in space that are shapes. But the cool thing about letters is that they have, of course, a relationship to themselves, to each other, but they're two-dimensional. So you're working in 2 dimensions. You don't have to think about 3 dimensions unless you want to. Like that could also be a warm-up aspect. But like normally when we write in 2 dimensions. We don't think of writing in 3 dimensions. If you want to, you can add that, but it's not necessary for a finalized image, which is interesting. So once you're in the flow enough, you can start like adding 3-dimensional objects, letters, arrangements of letters. I also have a Vimeo channel where I did museum whisperings, which was a nice thing. I went to a museum and commented about 5 artworks, like a museum of old art, like not contemporary, which was a very nice thing to do. Very, very enjoyable. There's no hell when you die, so don't look so worried. All right, I think I'm gonna cut this off right now. I talked enough for now, but I'm gonna have to finish this. So, okay, now I'm gonna talk through my thinking process as I'm finishing this. So now I'm like taking enough tension in my hand so that every line I do is like well directed, but I jump from place to place often. Then what happens is that you start making little mistakes because that tip turned out way too soft for my taste. And I'm doing this because I want to have consistency throughout the drawing. So I did that outline here, so I have to continue it to the bottom. I don't want to have too much variation between the parts of the image, because that would deteriorate the meaning of the text. I do want the first item of attention, seeming most true, I want that to be the text and not the design. So I want it first to be read and then to be appreciated as lettering. That's actually one mistake that many graffiti artists make, as I've already. And even more, like I think it's a sin by graphic designers whose like texts are not immediately well legible. If you're designing a poster or something that contains any kind of text, like going too far and having it not be legible and having it be difficult to navigate just because you're fulfilling some kind of creative itch, you failed. Like, that's not your role. Your role is to communicate better and clearer and make the message of the person who gave you the assignment seem as truthful as possible and as attractive as possible. Things that are well legible, easily legible, appear more true to us. So this, I got this from John Vervaeke. So you write it John Vervaeke, Vervaeke. He did a lecture series on awakening from the meaning crisis, which I watched and listened to. It's available as podcast too, so you can just. And visuals are nice, but not mandatory. Like sometimes he draws like a diagram, then it helps to watch it as video. It's on YouTube too. Don't go on YouTube now. No, you already are. Just open it in a new tab, please. Fuck it. I want to talk about YouTube addiction too. Like, am I going to do that now? Like, is this really like my ranting time? Can I talk about anything? Let me know in the comments below. Like, it's so fucking fake. Like, people are like, that's the thing that I noticed. Like, people are running this rat race of content creation on YouTube. And they are like, in every video, there's this aspect of, yeah, I had to produce something in order to earn something here on YouTube. It's like, oh my God. I want people to share what they really want to share. Like, oh, I wish this entire model of you get money when you get people's attention because we're selling ads to them. It's just fucked us up so much because there are so many people just wasting their potential for humanity, for contributing to humanity's actual real prosperity. So many people are just producing content, like like not even talking about all the people wasting their time watching it, but the people who are actually being creative as working as content creators, like all the random nonsense shit you find, regurgitated, quoted, or like reused video stuff, like reactions videos. Like, unless you really have something to add, don't post a fucking reaction video. God damn it. Yeah, you can make money with it. Yeah. So fucking what? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Reactions video. Oh, I'm showing you, I'm catching your attention because you enjoy looking at people, and I'm keeping your attention away from interacting with real people around you in your life because I'm grabbing your attention as you're looking at a fucking screen, and I'm making a video of myself laughing at a video made by someone else. All right, it's time to like push this to its limit and make reactions videos on reactions videos. How's that? How's that? Like, my editor, Karius, like, she's super critical. Why not just let her do reactions videos to reactions videos? Yeah. So I've got it. And then I'm looking at like also for legibility here, the P, adding serif. I think it's called serifs. Not sure. You know what I mean? Like the little lines at the ends of long letters and of capital letters. And then adding some mass to the capitals. There is no hell when you die, so don't look so worried. What to do with these parts? Continue them? I'm afraid I'll fuck up the legibility. probably fill them with pink or something. But I like this too. So that was my rant against content creation. I'm not doing this. I don't want to turn this into like a thing I do to get eyeballs and to get advertising money. I'm immediately thinking of like, okay, what if this would get many views? Like, what if I would miss out on advertising money? Okay. All right, here's the deal. I'm never turning on ads on this video. I promise that right here. But I do call you to visit my stuff. Okay, so I'm marketing myself here. I'm not marketing other people's nonsense. Like, if you're the kind of person I want in my fucking circle, you already have an ad blocker on. You're not even the person I should be talking to. If you don't have an ad blocker on, like if you're that clueless, look up ad blocker or use a browser like Brave or something that like automatically removes ads when you're watching YouTube or anything. So, okay. Oh, weak line. I'm doing really weak lines here, okay? I'm aware of it. I'm tired. I've got a cold right now, and just did a call. And yes, I did smoke some weed, a little bit. And I'm quite tired right now. Talking very softly, which is a problem with audio video. So there is no hell when you die, so don't look so worried. First of all, you have to believe that. If you're a Christian like my dad, Christians nowadays believe there is an afterlife. But that concept didn't always exist in Christianity. I've read that. It was created once. It's a religious concept that was created. So religion can be created. We can be creating religion. What is the kind of religion that we need right now? Think about that. Now, turn off YouTube. If you finished watching this, turn it off. Like, really. After this, wait, I'm going to just guide you through a little exercise. Now, get up, stand up, right? Put your device, leave it on the table, leave it loud enough so you can hear it. I'm not going to do anything in video now, so you can put it in your pocket. I'll let it play with sound only, if you can. Stand up. You've been in this video watching mode for a while now, and I want you to get out of it, all right? I want you to imagine something that your body would enjoy doing right now. Like, it could be taking a walk, it could be doing a breathing exercise, it could be stretching. Like, part of that we can do right now, like raise your arms above your head and imagine you just woke up, but you're not a human, you're a hamster. You're a very muscular hamster. You're stretching your entire body the way it wants to. I'm deliberately not showing myself doing this. I want you to do it for yourself, as yourself. Like, it's something that, like, even it's not that awkward, you know, for someone to do that. To just, you don't have to do any exercise, just as if someone would be as if you're just waking up and you're allowing yourself to just stretch yourself. Even if you're at your desk or like at some kind of interface or machine at your job, you can stretch yourself. Like no one really, people will basically like want to be stretching themselves, you know. Now, after that, go and get a sip of water. Take a deep breath. Stretch your chest and open up your chest. Roll your shoulders. Shake a little bit if you can, if you're in an environment where you feel free to do that. You can also just grab your hands and just massage them, kind of like this. Just bring some strength and some presence into your body. All right, now turn off YouTube. Goodbye. Like, turn it off and put your phone away and do something, please. Really, really.